I'm Davies or JD Scuba, and I'm an underwater videographer and a marine biologist, and I've teamed up with Scubaverse to take a look at a new Paralenz Vaquita, a small but powerful underwater camera. So let's take a look in the box and see how amazing this small camera really is. So when you open the box, the first thing you notice is actually all the packaging is cardboard, which is really great to see that they've minimised the amount of plastic that's gone to it. And in the box, here it is. Isn't very big, is the Paralenz camera itself. Comes in a really nice protective bag. It's a very tidy, small camera, fairly light, about 240 grams, and it's nice aluminium casing that makes it tough and actually perfect to put in different positions. And you can see where some of the amazing mounts that it does come with, where they come into. And then at the top is a slider, and if you hold that down, you get 4 vibrations and the camera starts. And it's got a small screen at the back that shows that the camera is on it. So let it load up and just make sure the right firmware was into, and then it's on. It's a very nice OLED screen, so you can see clearly. And when you're looking into the screen, which is tilted upwards, you can always have a good view of what you're recording. So to access the back of the camera itself, where the screen is, there is a pull out and then pull mechanism, which can be quite tough. That gives you access to the back, where there is the charging point, and also is where you put the SD card in, which has to be a SanDisk SD card for it. Something like a 64 gig or 128 gig if possible, so you can really get the max time out of using 4K footage. But you can see clearly what the screen looks like at the back, and it's angling up, and it actually provides, this small screen provides a lot of information on there. But again, when it comes to servicing and maintenance, be careful with the O-ring, make sure it's greased properly, and make sure there is nothing in there that can get caught, because you don't want to get water caught inside of there. And then putting it back on, it's a matter of just pulling it back, putting it on, making sure it's clipped into the place securely before jumping in the water. And to change settings is you've got a ring around the edges, and you just twist the ring. You've got power, you've got GPS position, so it's going to find your location, letting it set it up. You've got your dive logs, so you can have a look at your dives and previous dives to review. Settings, you have 2 custom settings, that's really handy to have. Video, and then video and photo function, which seems like you could do it quite easily with a pair of gloves on as well. Makes it really easy to change the settings. It's a small camera, but it packs a punch with 4K 60 frames per second and the ability to auto white balance to the depth that you're at, known as DCC or depth color correction, which is unique to Paralenz's line. So the Vaquita comes with a lot more than the previous model of Dive Camera Plus from Paralenz. They've upped the sensors this time, so not just the quality, there's a lot more sensors. And one of these real game changers is the fact that it's got GPS within it. So when you get in the water, you can always know where you got in, and if you find a new location, you know where you've been, and you can go back and hopefully find that new exciting spot you get to, which is sometimes as a diver you always wanted that ability to do on previous dives, but this time you can with the Paralenz Vaquita. Also takes conductivity, which is the salinity of the water, as well as temperature. So following the dive, you can then go to your Paralenz app. That's a really useful app that you can get on your phone, and then you can store your dives in here. And this then is where you can share your information to Ocean Base. And this then has your location where you went diving that day and all the information that was captured during that dive from the salinity, temperature, depth, and the video footage too that you can upload on there, just to show what it's like. And even quickly going onto the app, you can see all the different Paralenz users around the world and where they've logged into and shared their dives and experience and data to the ocean-based network. And I think this is a really great element because they've teamed up with a load of marine conservation organisations around the globe to collect data, which is vital to understand a range of different marine environments, where the data is almost becoming a citizen science element, and actually it's going to provide a lot of really useful information every time you go on a dive. So it's going to be really cool to see how that data all is collected and then it's uploaded to help a load of marine conservation organisations better understand the environmental conditions around the world. So by diving, you're actually providing a lot more data to help us understand a lot more about the oceans and the marine world itself. And as a marine biologist, it's fascinating to see that this small camera can provide a lot of data every single time you get in the water. So hopefully I can contribute myself by taking it with me and providing that environmental data, which I know is very important. That is the Paralenz Vaquita, the small camera that packs a real punch. So now I'm looking forward to actually getting in the water and below the waves with this little camera and really see what it can do and the quality and the imagery that it can capture whilst diving. At the same time, providing a lot of information to a load of different marine conservation organisations around the world. It's looking great and I really can't wait to use it. Keep an eye out for the in-water review that will be coming soon.